Yeah, that is allowed. Yeah, they can more or less, they have the freedom to do what they want. Basically, they can actually acquire a private solicitor if they want to. Basically, and say no, they don't want the duty solicitor. They'll have their own solicitor. But however, if the other solicitor is coming down for free as well, yeah, and he's got a legal aid contract, basically, which means he can provide legal services for free, then he can't basically make a claim because the duty solicitor has dealt with the matter first. If you see what I'm saying, so he can't. But however, the client, if he wants to pay, yeah, then he's allowed to do whatever he wants, basically.
Okay. Now, Chima, you're an African man.
I am,
yeah.
I'm Nigerian, of course, yeah, Nigerian.
Nigeria. Now, this is the belief. This is the belief from African background that
yes.
where you get a private solicitor that way, but then you get that solicitor of the police counter, who is assumed to be a government solicitor. Now, averagely, people will think, oh, this person is a government solicitor, and the kind of advice probably this person may want to give me no, will probably be working towards the dictates of the government or the plan of the government. So people are scared of actually getting solicitors off the counter, the police counter. Could that actually be true?
That's true. People are scared. I mean, I'm a duty solicitor myself, and sometimes when I go down to the police station and deal with someone who's never had a solicitor before, never committed an offence before, they get a bit scared, don't they? Because they just asked for a solicitor and they brought me, and the police got me down there and everything. But one thing I always make sure I do is I always tell them I'm independent of the police, and all duty solicitors are. But like I said to you before, we have to go through rigorous tests, basically, in order to become a duty solicitor. So, I mean, in terms of competence, most duty solicitors are very competent. You see what I'm saying? In essence, I don't think it makes a difference. I mean, if you've been doing the job for a long time, whether you're free or not, I mean, basically, it depends on the individual solicitor they bring. If you see what I'm saying, it's almost like it's up to them with the solicitor they bring. But most solicitors are competent anyway. The duty solicitors who deal with matters. Yeah.
Anita, you're also into criminal law,
yeah.
And let's still come down to this weapon offences.
Yeah.
Okay. There are so many knife crimes out there, and the government or the police has not actually been able to resolve any of these issues, and it's continued to increase on a daily basis. Of course, it's at the youth level. Children, are we saying that the government does not have what it takes to curb knifing? I mean, carrying knives and actually nabbing these guys in the bud. Or they are scared because they are children, probably people under 18. They can't be arrested, they can't be prosecuted. What is actually the problem?
Well, knife crime is taken very seriously in this country. I mean, it's hugely prevalent. The government is taking quite a severe stance with it, especially when it comes to youths. You know, if you are carrying a knife and you are caught by the police, you know, you should really be expected to be prosecuted. I mean, the Crown prosecution guidelines for this is that if you're between 16 and 17 years old and you're, you know, arrested for possession of a knife, then what the police are instructed to do is to charge them. If you're 10 to 15 years old, then, you know, the correct procedure for the police is to give them a warning. But the government are taking a very severe stance with this now. Knife crime is on the up. Lots of robberies. The government are very much trying to crack down on this now and offering severe penalties for carrying a knife.
Chima.
I think you talk about youth culture. It's youth culture, basically. It's encouraging knife crime. It's youth culture. I mean, gone are the days where people just settle things with their fists. They'd rather settle with a knife, because if they get beaten up, it looks bad, basically. No. So the quick way to be big and strong in front of your friends is to stab someone. You see, it's all about reputation with young people. That's why I found most of the clients I've dealt with who have been charged with those offences you've mentioned, basically not knife-related offences anyway. I don't know. I mean, the government has tackled it by adverts and reaching out to communities, if you see what I'm saying, and trying to get them to stop knife crime, basically, trying to get young people to do other things, much more productive things, much more profitable things for them in the long run anyway. But, like I said, you can't really control people, can you, really, in essence? But you can try and control culture, and maybe in that way, if you can keep the ads going and everything, you can stop knife crime. Yeah.
Okay, Chima, you are also into private practice
I am
with
indeed, yes.
Nicolas Solicitors.
I am, yeah. I'm the senior partner. Yes.
Yeah, you're the senior partner. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. What are the services that people out there can get from Nicholas?
Criminal representation at the police station, representation at court, immigration services in terms of applications and attending the tribunal as well, and general civil litigation in terms of disputes, contractual disputes, and more or less anything relating to housing law as well.
You are also on the other free aid, what do you call it? The aid solicitors, where we got legal aid, solicitor,
I only have a legal aid franchise with crime. That's the only area I have a legal aid franchise in, and that's it basically. Yeah.
And Anita?
I'm only criminal law, criminal defence law. Yes.
So if we got anybody out there who is involved in a criminal offence, traffic law is a criminal offence.
It is, yeah. It is a criminal offence.
That you deal with that as well.
Yes,
we do indeed. Yeah.
But it's one of the commonest offence. I mean, it's easy to commit that offence. There's no one who drives in the UK, probably,
who has never had a speeding ticket.
Oh, there's so many different laws, and it's driving whilst using a mobile phone and speeding.
Driving without due care and attention, for example. Yeah.
For instance, driving with insurance.
Yes.
No insurance.
Yeah.
Yes.
6 to 8 points. But what most people don't understand is, like I said before to you earlier on, most people feel, oh, I don't want to get a solicitor, I can deal with it myself. Especially, but that's more.
Yeah.
And people think that way more in terms of driving offences. But they should always see a solicitor when they're involved in, let's say, speeding matters or driving without due care attention matters. The reason for that is this: there are certain defences or certain things they can put forward to the court that can make their lives in terms of the offence against them easier. If you see what I'm saying. For example, remember we've been dealing with lots of special reasons cases quite recently, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can outline in certain circumstances, extenuating circumstances that can help avoid points in some instances for driving offences, and reduce fines as well.
Anita, you want to say something?
And a disqualification.
And disqualification as well.
Which is the most important thing,
Yeah.
because if you don't have your licence, you can't drive. You may need your car for work. That if you don't have your car, that may result in loss of money.
So probably the first thing people should do once they get to the police station, they should request legal aid.
Oh, you should request a solicitor straight away. Definitely. I mean, people say, "Oh, I won't call a solicitor because I'll look guilty." That doesn't make sense.
Or probably they will feel the solicitor will be working for the government and will be doing everything to nab them the more. Probably.
Not really, because I mean, our job is based on reputation, how good you are, if you see what I'm saying. So the happier a client is, the more your business grows, if you see what I'm saying, because they'll instruct someone else and say, look, that solicitor dealt with me, he did a great job for me, if you see what I'm saying. So most solicitors are out to help people, aren't they? Because it helps them, in essence.
So,
I mean, everybody's entitled to free and independent legal advice, and they shouldn't be afraid to ask for a solicitor if they're in...
Regardless of the person's status.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, I've been speaking with Chimanadi and Anita Kailasan of Nicola Solicitors. We've been speaking about criminal offences. Of course, they've spoken at length on weapon.
Offensive weapon, yeah.
Weapon, offensive weapon. So, but basically, the one thing that is glaring today is everybody has got the right to a solicitor, a legal aid. So, whatever situation you find yourself, once you get to the police station, you can request the service of a solicitor. Yeah?
Yes, that's right.
So the first thing you should do not be afraid of requesting the service of a solicitor. Once you get to the police station, if you are involved in any criminal offence, once you get to the police station, it's not subject to status.
No, it's not.
Yeah, not that more. So request the service of a solicitor. These guys are also into private practice, so it's not as if you're requesting the service of government solicitor who will be looking forward to nabbing you further into that crime. They are also interested in protecting their practice and their professionalism as well.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah. So at any point, do not be scared of getting in touch with a solicitor. Once you get to the police station, request the service of a solicitor. It's free and not subject to status. My appreciation to Shimanadi and Anita Kailason.
Thank you.
Shima, let me come to you again.
Yes.
What advice do you have for people out there?
More or less stay out of trouble, really, if you can, your best. Basically, just ensure that they're very careful in terms of who they associate with and where they go, basically. And